In today's video, we're going to be talking about a really cool origin known as the Fallen Angel by a Discord user known as Snail. Now at this point in time, this has gone through several different versions in the entire span of a couple of days, but this is definitely going to be a really cool one that the guy is working his absolute ass off to get it balanced to the best that it can be. Either way, before we get into this origin showcase, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe using the subscribe button down below, as we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, as well as also leave a like down there for the algorithm that does better as well. Anyhow, with the YouTube chilling out of the way, let's actually get into this. Now, of course, this is called the Fallen Angel. Disclaimer, this origin is built off of the 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓷𝓰 Discord's 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓰 origin. So essentially speaking, as is with the Godborn origin, it's built off the back of someone else's origin, which I still find to be the coolest thing about the origin stuff. The fact that you can use someone else's origin and build up your own variant of it, add new abilities and change it up a bit using someone else's pre-built code network is really cool in this entire community. Either way, running through the perks, you've got Bloodthirsty. Because of your demonic nature, you also have a permanent strength. You got demonic flight. After being killed, your wings were sliced off, but having been rebirthed, you now have proper demonic wings. Fall immunity, no fall go bruh. Mist skin, death still lingers on you, slightly pigmenting and making your skin translucent. The boys, you became close friends with the most undead mobs in eternal torture lounge in hell, making all undead mobs neutral towards you. So of course, meaning that they won't attack you unless provoked by you. You've also got thick skin. You've been made tough with all that torture, gaining a few extra armor points in bonus for that. Rehabilitation, due to your transformation, you've gained back 3 of your hearts. Swift feet, your strong feet have made you faster. Deadly expulsion, your primary ability, you can now launch extremely far due to your force conditioning in hell, forming a withering dust cloud as you launch. And dead shot, your secondary ability you can use to shoot skulls of your withered allies. The neutral abilities that come with this, you've got trauma. The feel of fire brings you back to your supposed to be torture in hell, so you take more damage from the fire. Neglect, there was no field in hell, so you got given a large appetite. Essentially speaking, your hunger will burn through a lot quicker than normal. The heck is a shield? Bro, you're a freaking ghost horse. Essentially speaking, you can't use a shield, but this would be later overturned in a later version of this, which we'll go over in a brief moment. Old habits, you were once a horse, making you rideable. Hydrophobia, water seeps through your skin, burning you. And deja vu, the thought of being back in that horrid place still haunts you, so you don't like to be under roofs for too long, being a little slower in such cases. Just in this part alone, we see by far the most interesting set of negative abilities that come with. Now first off, you can't really touch fire because it'll do a lot more damage than normal to you, but at the same time, you also can't touch water because that will also burn you, pretty much making it so that fire and water is bad for you regardless of anything. Overall, kind of similar in how the B origin works nowadays, or the Enderon origin works, meaning that you just can't touch any liquids because it hurts a lot more than what it should. But essentially speaking, that isn't too bad of a thing. Moving on to the 0.2 version of it, which just adds in a few abilities, we've got Carnivore. You're so used to eating hell's bunnies and other meats in the underworld that anything else is inedible towards you. Essentially speaking, you can only eat meat. That is a very weird descriptive way of going over it, but essentially speaking, you're a carnivore, you can only eat meat. You're glowing. Because of your demonic presence, you're consistently glowing, making it easy for people to find you. Essentially speaking, do you know that the spectral arrows, and when you hit something it glows on the map? Essentially speaking, it's going to be doing that all the time on you, regardless if you've been hit one of those arrows recently or not. And then the other change was adding back fragile, essentially 7 hearts instead of the normal max amount of hearts you normally have. Anyway, version 0.3 has strong fist, which means you are very strong, giving you haste naturally as well. Essentially speaking, this is a buff in comparison to what the last one was a nerf, because it keeps going to balancing of back and forth, not exactly balancing correctly, and people just want it slightly changed. And the most recent version, version 4, a buff that you guys said it still needed one, removed the no shield ability and nerfed the slowness on claustrophobia. Essentially speaking, getting rid of one of the original bad abilities and making it so that being underneath roofs isn't as bad in comparison to normal. Overall, I believe the Fallen Angel mod is definitely a really decently balanced origin overall. Of course, there is a lot of buffs to it, but there's also a lot of nerfs to your abilities as well, considering the fact that there's a lot of good things, but there's also a lot of bad things about it. There are a lot of things that do take away some of the funner parts of of Minecraft, but also a lot of things that add in some more enjoyment that you can get out of Minecraft that you wouldn't normally be able to get normally. Essentially speaking, I feel like personally it's definitely a well-balanced mod, but you may not agree with that, and that's all your opinion. Either way, if you want to find this on the Origins Discord server, you just want to search up the Fallen Angel term, aka 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓰, you need to search up on screen right now, but I'll also have a download link in the description down below, as well as I'll make sure to have a Discord Origins link down there as well, so you can go check that out, go give support to the people who create this stuff, as well as bits and pieces like that. And as we all know now, the date for 1.17 in Minecraft has now been announced for when part 1 of that update comes out, and I'll be making sure to keep an eye out for the updated version of Origins for 1.17, and I'll make sure to drop a video covering anything that happens with that whenever it comes out. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and until next time guys, I'll see you tomorrow with another one of these Origins. Goodbye.